This is the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Wednesday morning, the 13th day of January. And it's awfully cold out this morning, but we are promising warmer weather in the days ahead. Let's look out the window this morning. First off, from the Chehaw Skycam. Goodness gracious, still snow on the ground. That snow came down Thursday of last week, and it's still there Wednesday of this new week. It's going to melt off in time, but amazing how much little snow can stay on the ground around here in cold air. And the Gulf Shores Skycam early this morning, but let me show you what that shot revealed yesterday afternoon. Boy, was that nice. That was during our 5 o'clock news. And, of course, the days are starting to stretch out, so it's nice to watch those sunsets during the newscast. And it's just great when the sun goes down over the water, which happens here in the deeper part of winter. Okie dokie, water vapor satellite shot. There's our new storm developing out there over the Rio Grande. It'll kind of meander around for the next 36 hours, maybe dropping farther south. The polar jet will be retreating northward, allowing a warming trend. But it's cold right now. Birmingham at 21. That's at 5 o'clock. And by the way, we did drop below 25 before midnight last night, so the streak of consecutive days under 25 is still alive. And by golly, we might make a run at that again tomorrow morning. So this is the longest we've ever gone in terms of weather records that goes back to 1880 with a low each day of 25 or below 25, which I think is a good way of measuring this cold snap. Boy, that's amazing. It's so odd to see that map in January where there's nothing happening around the nation. No major winter storms, no heavy rain, no severe weather problems. All of the advisories basically out west over the California mountains where winter storm warnings are up out there around the Sierra Nevadas. Here's the precipitation for the next 5 days. We are going to turn wet this weekend. This is valid through Sunday evening at 6 o'clock. Heaviest rain on the Gulf Coast up this way. That's suggesting we might see 2 inches as far north as Birmingham. Very possible. For now, we're forecasting 1/2 to 1 inch, and we might bump those numbers up as we see this thing develop. Let's look at the GFS. This is the 06C run at noon today. And this level is at 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet up. You can see how the polar jet is drifting north. The southern jet will become dominant. Down below that, we warm up into the upper 40s or low 50s today. Should be the warmest day so far this year. It's pretty sad when that's the warmest day so far of the year, but we're only 13 days deep into 2010, of course. Tomorrow, mid-50s likely. Moisture begins to gather over Texas, and then Friday, there's your feature over northern Mexico. The polar jet is up into southern Canada, and down below that, we might even give 60 a run on Friday. High clouds will likely stream in from that developing storm, and there's a look at Saturday at midday. The GFS depicts the surface low south of Panama City with rain for the southern two-thirds of the state. We'll peek at the NAM, the North American Mesoscale model, pretty similar. Heaviest rain showing up down south. Go to midnight, Saturday night, the GFS brings that surface low up toward Eufaula. And it could be the heaviest and most widespread rain from this thing will be late Saturday afternoon and Saturday night for us along the Interstate 20 corridor up here. And then Sunday, it's on the way out. This is maybe suggesting some lingering light rain early Sunday morning, but we think will be cloudy Sunday morning, maybe a few peaks of sun by Sunday afternoon. And notice there's no cold air behind that. And Monday should be a beautiful day, sunny with a high in the 50s. Tuesday of next week looks good. And a week from today, we stay dry, but here comes our next system. And look at that now. Thursday of next week, strong negative tilt shortwave. By golly, if this were April, you'd be thinking tornado outbreak with that. There's a look at the surface chart. This is January, so the instability will always be in question, but that looks like our next big rain event, maybe some thunderstorms involved with that. And then 3 days later, look at that. Whoa, Nelly. That's a whopper there, and down below that, the surface low is northeast of Kansas City, and again, potential for a heavy rain event there. So we're deficient now by over 2 inches on rain for the year. So maybe these two will get us caught up if they happen. And the end of the forecast on the 28th, we note the polar jet beginning to shift south again. And down below that, even some hint at light snow there. So again, our break from the cold air will be nice, but we figure it will be back. We've seen Temperature is down to 55 below zero. That was the low at Eagle, Alaska yesterday. So it's recharging and it'll turn cold again, which makes us wonder if February will make us shiver. In the words of Don McLean. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video today. We'll have notes on the blog. The next video here by 3:30 or so today. And if you're local to us, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 at 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful day, and God bless.
Each day, there are new stories to tell about the people who live here and the place we call home.
All of the faces that I see, all of the places close to me, they're all part of all the best things about home.
Sharing your stories on ABC 3340, Alabama's news leader.